Oh, the weather outside is frightful. No, it's not. It's snowing. It's sunny. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And I wanted to give you a little update. I talked to our friend, Mr. Eric Brandt, today. Had a phone call with him. He seems to be in pretty good spirits. He enjoyed getting moved to a veterans pod, and he's working on his cases. Positive excitement was his. He sounded like he had tears in his eyes. Yesterday, he a Toastmasters club in the veterans wing of his jail where his cage is located, and he knew people that were there. Actually, the family of Red Fawn and Paul Castaway, whose last words as he was shot were, "What's wrong with you guys?" And Oklahoma Community Watch, Joe Siegel, Janet. Hey. Thanks, Janet. So I talked to Brant, as I was saying. And when he got into his pod, an inmate, a family member of Red Fawn's, ran down the stairs to say hello to him. And it's Paul Castaway's cousin. So we just wanted to give you an update that he's doing well. He's doing research on his cases. And I've been getting letters. Stephanie London. I've been getting letters. I bet you Janet's been getting letters as well. And I've been reading mine, the people that have been sending them to me, and making some suggestions on them. So if you're still working on your letter, it's okay. We anticipate they'll be available for him tomorrow for the court, for the record. The letters that we're writing are definitely designed to focus on how I think that they should be on the idea that Eric is a freedom fighter, that as a veteran, he swore an oath to the Constitution. He put his life on the line for our country. And he come home, and what does he see here in the United States? And he didn't just come home. We understand that. It's been a few years since he served. But the idea that he, is a guy that runs around in his bare feet, and he's pointing out the idiocies that, we're ticketing business owners in Denver because homeless people are pooping in the alley. And city council said, why are we ticketing the businesses? We don't have enough toilets for everybody to poop in. Let's not let that happen again. Right? So this is what Eric's been kind of saying, though, right? Why are we doing these things to the homeless, to the unhoused? And for that matter, why are we as a society allowing ourselves to behave this way? This isn't what our Constitution is for. This isn't what the Republic, if you can keep it, is all about. And look, we can cite court. I went to the law library for him today, citing case after case after case. No, you can't violate Chief Justice directives. The orders of the court are binding administratively as well. So he's been convicted for making noise because the lawsuits didn't work, right? He says he went and fought against the municipal courts for not filing and following Chief Justice Directive 0404. And he says he won that case. I'm still trying to find it. And so if he won that case, then they should have changed their ways, right? Now, we know that recently they changed their ways. They're applying page 2. They're asking for legal documents that they're able to ask for, not ones they're not able to ask for, forcing records to have stuff that shouldn't have it in it, right? And so we're writing letters to talk about the sentencing of Eric Brandt tomorrow. And these letters, what is a just sentence? $1 fine for yelling? 50 cents? Is it an hour of community service? Teaching the public defender's office how to follow Chief Justice Directive 0404, right? Punitive punishment designed to correct behavior. If the bad behavior is being mad at the law being violated because the judge's word is supposed to be law, and the Chief Justice's word should therefore be even more important, then when you write a letter and you're contemplating how he's motivated you to go out and do things in your life to be the hands and feet of the message he's taught you how to carry, then you must ask yourself, what do you think would be fair punishment if you yelled and got angry and told somebody off because they were doing it wrong? That's really what Eric's been trying to do, I think, my opinion, if it matters anything, around the fact that for the last 18 months that I've known Eric Brandt, the thing that he's taught me is how to be more effective in the process, in the necessity for filing lawsuits instead of telling people that they're doing it wrong and expecting them to change. That's what I've learned from Eric Brandt and from this whole process. Because it was really good to yell and make people shake their heads and wake up. But if RTD doesn't change its policy and actually allow people to get on the bus without shoes, then you have to sue RTD for that, because they're violating some process of accessibility for all people, regardless of their income status, right? We're not eating off the ground, people. I don't care what's on your feet. If I care about it, I'll put something over mine. So if that's the case, and Eric Brandt taught you something, they motivated you to go give people shoes and socks, maybe go to a city council meeting, maybe your letter writing talks about that. Maybe you talk about how you're communicating with your elected officials. I don't know what it is that you're doing, folks, but the judge needs to hear it, right? And that's why I'm doing this video. And I appreciate that, Darlene, because what I think that letters from the family, from the community of support during the sentencing of somebody, we should treat this like they're treating it. Because Eric's words are being treated like bullets. If you do the math, he's on almost $1 million worth of equivalent bond. To get $1 million in equivalent bonds, you'd have had to go out and do a murder spree with your fully automatics. Go do a Timothy McVeigh and blow up a building, right? Eric's words to tell people to fix the shit are being treated to the equivalency of such. Therefore, our response must be the same as a family pleading. The ones who died, pleading for the murderer's life to be spared and not be given the death penalty, because they're a spirit too. That's my mentality right now. So, yeah, violent, non-violent protest, that's important. And yes, Cindy Renee, we're not here to discuss whether or not you agree or disagree. We are here to discuss that. If you're writing a letter to Janet Madsen or shooting me an email for Valentine's Day, ironically, a love letter about the impact that Eric Brandt has on society, on your world, on your sphere of influence, in the manners in which you've learned to think, in the manners in which you've learned to act, to socialize with the world around you, right? That's what I'm really concerned about for me. Stop a fight. That's good. The right to peaceful protest, non-violence. Yes, these are really good things, folks. And no, Missy doesn't belong in a cage. So what I'm talking about today, and my 15-minute little piece here, is what are you writing, and how you're writing it, right? We've got to remember that this is a sentencing. Nobody died. As a matter of fact, after the employee of the Public Defender's Office for the municipality, city and county of Denver, admitted and testified in a court of law that she was scratching off and thereby invalidating the court's document and lying about its contents by omission and not presenting the full scope of what the Chief Justice has regulated, the Public Defender's Office changed their policy and practices. They provide page 2. They do it the way they're supposed to. So he's being charged for being angry and making them fix their shit. So what's his sentencing supposed to be? That's what I'm trying to get out. What should the sentencing be when you get in trouble for calling somebody out on their shit and making them do it the right way? Because that's what Eric did. He called out the administrator for the Public Defender's Office for not doing shit the right way. And for that, tomorrow we go to court. What is the judgment going to be? Can it be time served? Can it be $1 fine? Could it be $1 penalty? You got angry and yelled. Your fee is $1. It could be. You could write that in your suggestions. That's not against the rules and regulations. What a judge should consider appropriate for sentencing. Okay? His impact on you, why you think it's important, how you've learned to do things in a manner or a way to create change, and how he's benefited the society and the world around you. This is what I'm asking for. And a lot of you have been sending letters. I think I got like 15 or 20. But there's 60 people in this feed right now. So if you haven't sent a letter, I hope you will. And email me, email Janet. No, they cannot, Jersey. If they did, he'd have a 1983 action, a civil rights case, and they would have to release him for... no, they can't. He can appeal the case to the appellate court, but it's a jury trial. That's happening, I'm sure, but sentencing happens to happen too. So, folks, MMA Sensei, it's you might have sent it to Janet Madsen at her email address. I think it's just janetmadsen@gmail.com. I'm not really sure. Mine is cuttheplastic@gmail. I'm calling this video over. I'm getting on this train. So thank you all for joining me. Thanks for enjoying the beautiful Colorado scenery. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to reading your emails. Thank you.